It is harder to describe inequality in American English. That makes it easier to live with.
Welcome to part 6. I hope this is the last.
In the British model, any military service was conducted under royal commission. Language is honour, duty, morality, civilizing.
I'd like to point out that civilizing is exactly how people have justified colonization and stripping people of their indigenous culture, and those words are also used in the US military.
Military service is tied to class and lineage. It's actually a way to move under the British system.
A lot of the upper ranks and officers were people from nobility who were born into authority. And a lot of the common soldiers who did most of the fighting and dying were people from their colonies, like Irish people or later in the World Wars, Indian people. Meanwhile, some of the people who helped create the US Constitution came from poor or even impoverished backgrounds. For example, Alexander Hamilton, who has a whole musical about him being an immigrant and rising the ranks.
Proving yourself to the empire. What the Americans do with this, they flip it. To be a part of a militia means you're defending democracy.
Is it such a bad thing for the foundation of the military not to be proving themselves to the empire?
You're a citizen soldier who has to manifest destiny. That language worked to normalize the violence of frontier wars and slavery, but it also conceals state violence. Under freedom, this kind of language normalizes and creates consent for things like land clearing and genocide.
You mean like calling British military service civilizing in foreign lands?
Yes, the US did those things, but our language doesn't make us unaware of it. In fact, we talk about it a lot in school and in public. And it's not something new from American English. We only have American English because the English did it first.
Colonial administrators become governors.
The Crown called them governors. The American English did not rebuild and invent that.
Imperial tariffs become trade agreements.
Tariffs are specifically the taxes imposed on imports. Trade agreements can include how you manage tariffs, or could even be a free trade agreement to remove tariffs. Different things.
Penal colony becomes territory.
Now, this is actually starting to make sense, but these are not American English inventions. These are not things that we are blind to because of our language.
To my knowledge, the USA never founded a penal colony, but a lot of the indentured servants who ended up in the US were sent there because of penalization by the Crown.
American English structured a new ruling fiction. When they said freedom, they meant freedom to do business. Power shifts from aristocratic lineage to creditworthiness.
We are very much aware that early America was not free as they said it was. In fact, we still very much complain that it's not free today.
That was part 6, and we're still not done. One more to go.